Okay, first thing I want to do is drill back on that template. So you'll note that I'm working with a template called Simple Multi-Currency Example. Again, I'm very creative. And one of the things you'll see here is the rate now. The project currency rate is being stored on here as well. Okay. The other thing I want to point out is I'm back on my project. If I go onto the billing rule in the demo snapshot, we have currency, time and material progress. All right, so if I drill back on that, okay, we can see TM progress with multi-currency. And if I click on the labor app project, again, I don't expect you to understand all the syntax at this moment, but I just want to point out what we're doing is specifically as it relates to labor. Todd Bloom, for example, is a U.S. employee. His rate is at U.S. dollar. What this syntax is doing is actually converting his rate for me from US dollar to the euro, for example. Okay. So let me go back onto my multi-currency workflow. Again, from here, you could launch into opportunities and view the project quotes that we just saw a moment ago, or you can enter consulting hours. I'm going to show you expenses here. So if you enter your travel expenses, note that it's going to track it in the local currency as well. So you're going to see that I entered an expense item for, I believe it was Martin or Martine. And if we call it up, because he is actually tied to, there it is, the euro, when he enters transactions, note that his expenses are being tracked in the euro. But if I want to view the base, I could do that as well. So not only can I have the USD at 146, I can view in the base currency, and it's going to come through at 128. Okay, so back onto the project flow. Okay, so from here, if I click on change orders, I can access change orders or invoices. And what we're going to see here is a pro forma invoice. Now, I believe I posted it. So we're just, even though it's posted or closed, if you will, I can still share the information that I want to make sure I'm sharing with you. And there's, again, project number 12, pro forma transaction number 10. I drill back on it. Okay. And we're going to go on to the time and materials tab. All right, so there's all my transactions. All right, and then note up here, I can view, again, as we know, the pro forma invoice is a duplicate of the actual invoice, but allows us to do some edits. So here, I'm going to see it in the euro at 12,627, and in US dollars, that's going to be 14,335. Okay, so the ability to view that, and then a couple other things from the dashboard. I can view management reports, which is in essence of time. I'm not going to click on it, but it would take me to my project manager dashboard. If I click on project reports, what I can see here is transactions, and why this is going to be helpful to us is I'm looking at, again, that project number 12. I'm going to be able to see transactions right from here. Okay, and there it is, side by each, US dollars and euros. Okay, so very powerful report, nicely done in terms of reporting, the ability to view transactions. And then the last thing I want to show you or just reinforce for you on the project, if I go back into the PowerPoint, which I have here, again, just be aware on the project itself, the various currencies. So there's the base currency and the project currency, which is new. All right, we have the transaction currency. Okay, and then the project features where this is looked at is within budgeting, change orders, cost commitments, and project quotes, which we saw is associated with CRM.